Are you seeing something unhistorical here, comrades? I hadn't seen anything amiss too, until my father started reading a book about Genghis Khan's army, and told me the Chinese didn't have trebuchets. This surprised me very much, for I knew for certain the Chinese did have trebuchets. So I've dived into trebuchets topic a bit, and here's what I have found out. The Chinese actually were the inventors of trebuchets. They invented these machines in the 5th century BC, but these were so-called traction trebuchets, or mangonels. To shoot this field artillery piece, a group of people pulled ropes attached to the axis to which the beam with the projectile at its end was attached. Such machine was very easy to build and use, you just needed several dozen men, but the power of this weapon was very much restricted, and it wasn't really effective against serious fortifications. With time and various nomads, mangonels spread across Eurasia. In the 6th century AD, Avars and Slavs invaded the Balkans and used mangonels against Byzantines. The Eastern Romans liked the simplicity and potential of traction trebuchets and adopted them. Then, sometime in the 10th–11th centuries, either the Byzantines or Arabians upgraded mangonels, turning them into counterweight trebuchets. These machines were much more powerful and required much smaller crew to operate. With enough time, counterweight trebuchets could actually break walls and gates of fortresses and cities. They used heavy counterweights to outweigh the beam and launch the projectile. Counterweight trebuchets quickly spread all over Europe and Muslim world and were actively used until the appropriate development of gunpowder artillery. The Chinese adopted counterweight trebuchets in the 13th century, either from the Muslim peoples in the west of China or from the Zhurgeng, one of the nomadic peoples who occupied the north of China prior to Mongols. So the Chinese invented mangonels, but not counterweight trebuchets, which they adopted only in the 13th century, 1,000 years after the Three Kingdoms.